The demon locked beneath the church. Let me tell you something they never teach in sermons. Not every demon is meant to be destroyed. Some are kept alive. On purpose. Father Matthew learned that truth too late. The demon beneath the church was never imprisoned. It was protected. Those chains were not there to hold it back. They were there to keep it contained. Because if it ever spread, faith would not survive. And by the time Father Matthew understood this, there were no children left upstairs. The basement began to shake. Not violently. Not loudly. Like something stretching after a very long sleep. The voice changed. No longer gentle. No longer playful. You taught them heaven. It growled. I taught them how empty it was. Father Matthew raised the cross with shaking hands. The demon laughed. That symbol only works. It said. If you believe you are worthy of it. The lights went out. The last thing Father Matthew heard was children singing hymns. Not in Latin. Not in English. But in a language older than the church itself. The next morning, the town found the doors wide open. No bodies. No blood. Only hundreds of small handprints. Covering the church walls. Pressed outward. As if something had finally been released. And every child born in that town after that night refuses to enter a church. They scream. They cry. They recognize the voice. This is the last one story. The bell that rings when a soul is ready to leave. Every church has a bell. It calls the faithful. It celebrates joy. It mourns the dead. But this bell was never meant to call anyone. It was meant to choose. The church stood alone at the edge of town. Paint peeling. Windows blind with dust. Its bell tower leaning slightly. As if listening. The bell was installed in 1911. That same afternoon, the man who rang it collapsed beneath the tower. They said his heart failed. But no heart attack burns an upside-down cross into flesh. The priests wrote rules. Never ring the bell at night. Never ring it alone. Never ring it without prayer. The rules comforted people. They didn't stop the bell. Decades later, the church was nearly abandoned when Alex arrived. Caretaker. Temporary job. No faith. No fear. On his first night, at exactly 3:07 a.m., the bell rang. Once. The sound didn't echo through the town. It sank into it. By morning, a woman was found dead 3 streets away. No wounds. No struggle. Her lips were parted. As if her final prayer had been interrupted. Alex ignored it. The bell rang again the next night. Another body. Then another. Each death quiet. Each face frozen in realization. Alex began to notice something worse. Every victim had a history. Guilt. Regret. Sins left unfinished. The bell didn't ring randomly. It rang with purpose. Sleep stopped coming. When Alex closed his eyes, he stood beneath the tower. The bell swayed though there was no wind. A voice spoke from inside the metal. I do not take the innocent. Alex searched the church records. Old journals. Confession logs. One sentence appeared again and again. Written by different hands. The bell does not kill. It reveals. At dawn, Alex climbed the tower. Dust filled the air. The bell hung motionless above him. For the first time, it was silent. He reached out. The moment his fingers touched the metal, the bell rang. Time shattered. Alex saw every lie he had told himself. Every prayer he delayed. Every chance at forgiveness he assumed would still be there tomorrow. The bell rang again. The metal burned into his palms. Melting into skin. Below the tower, people collapsed where they stood. Not dead. Empty. The voice returned. No longer calm. I do not send souls to God, it said. I sort what he refuses. By sunrise, the town was silent. Doors stood open. Churches abandoned. Crosses split down the middle. Alex's body lay beneath the tower. His face was peaceful. Like someone who finally understood why mercy never came. The bell still hangs there. And if you ever pass that church, carrying guilt you haven't faced, you won't hear it ring. You'll hear a question. Are you ready? And if your soul hesitates, it already is.